What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James. RedoptionAgency.com. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. And, that's weird. All right. Today is Friday, right? Yes. It is. We get to do the top categories, see where we're at for the week. 2 more days left in the month. And yesterday on eBay, wow. But I did notice something this morning. Note a little something that seems to be reoccurring on Thursdays. The seller hub's still dead. Link. All right, so yesterday, pure poop show on eBay. Apparently they updated some stuff and it messed up the actual searches in the store. It got fixed about 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, I could tell because I all of a sudden had, let's see, at 7:30, or no, go back, 7 o'clock, 1, 2, 3, 4 items sell in the 7 o'clock hour between 7:03 and 7:54. So 7 o'clock started, I went and checked and it was fixed. I'm like, oh, I guess that's correlating. But then 8 o'clock hour, nothing. 9 o'clock hour, 1. 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock hour, nothing. 2 o'clock, 1. 3 o'clock, nothing. 4 o'clock, 1. 5, 6 o'clock, nothing until 7:35. So almost 12 hours. Four sales in 12 hours, basically. Not counting the whole crappy day yesterday. But it was fixed, so hopefully we'll have a working website today and have a decent day. But what I noticed was, so yesterday, Thursday, $412. That's all I made it up to. The Thursday before that is the only one that's a little bit more, $519. The Thursday before that, $410. Thursday before that, $413. Thursday before that, $379. So Thursdays have been my lowest day for the past 30 days. So that must be the day that they're throwing up a lot of the major updates, would be my guess. So let's see what the Fridays look like. 533, 632, 491, wow, 800. So today I should get between 400 and 800. So yeah, every Thursday has been the lowest day of the week. I don't remember the other Thursdays if there was seemed like there was more issues going on than not. I'd probably have to go back through my videos and check that out and see. But my late shipment rate for the first time is over 1%. First time ever over 1% because of whatever the hell's going on at the post office. My tracking uploaded on time is as close to 99% even than ever, 99.21. Yet everything gets out of here on time. It's pretty sad. The post office screwed me once, I guess about 3 or 4 Christmases ago, when they had huge problems. And I actually lost my top rated seller because of their problems of not scanning things on time. And then I had to get it back after, I guess, 3 months or whatever. But Only 25 items sold yesterday, 12 organic, 13 promoted. This morning I'm at 3 sold, showing all 3 organic as of right now. I'm at $86 at 8 a.m. It's 8 a.m. right now. So one was a decent dollar offer I took this morning, so that pushed it up. That doubled it actually. I thought about I want to talk about eBay auctions as I'm shipping. Tell you the story why they scare me, but I kind of want to try them again, but I'm scared to. So we'll get into that. But let's do sales for the week. Sales. Probably going to be down after these past couple of days. No, not down. All right, so sales for the week, $5,065, up 6.1%. Selling cost, which does include the shipping, 41.4%. Net sales up 4.4% at $2,654. 282 items sold, up 11%. Man, if we could just get positives for all the people who don't leave feedback. Instead of looking like I've sold 300 items a month, you would see 1,000 to 1,200 items a month. That's a huge difference. I'm going to keep saying that until somebody freaking implements that. It's way long overdue. All right. Top 5 items sold this past week on eBay. Coming in at number 5 this week, men's t-shirts, $187, up 79%. At least everything's up this week. Wow. Number 4, video game consoles. Video games and consoles. So this is just the video games. So $287, up 50%. So I still got decent games selling. That's good. Number 3, cassette tapes, $491, up 36%. Number 2, music CDs, $839, up 32%. How's that not going? It needs to be like in the $1,000. The amount of CDs I've been putting up lately. And number 1, men's hats, $1,205. Hats exploded this week, up 35%. They always seem to explode more in the springtime and summer when people wear the hats. Just got an offer that came in on a hat, so we shall take that. But that one day I put up what 550 to 600 items, but about 500 of them were about 500 were hats. So that could have definitely helped that spike. Questions and comments. So yesterday I talked about how the thing about YouTube for me is I'm doing this work anyway. Or my YouTube, I'm gonna start going by the mocker that I came up with yesterday. Mocker, is that the right word? I'm a fake YouTuber. I'm a fake YouTuber. I'm gonna play that up. I'm gonna see if I can play that up, because I'm not necessarily creating content per se. I'm not shooting something for one particular reason, like monetarily or entertainment. I'm not editing anything, right? And everything that I do videotape is just what I do in my day-to-day routine anyway. So the way I kind of look at it is, why not just record what I actually do pretty much all day? Of course, I got to take a little break to have my quiet time, but just tape, the shipping, the pulling, the listing. And then why not try to throw in another little thing for the entertainment purposes or something a little different, and show the items that I'm getting ready to list or getting ready to take pictures of. And those may turn into a sale also if there's people watching who are more buyers. Plus those videos, I'm going to direct them more broad if I can, in order to help pull other people in. So I figured I'm just recording what I do. There's nothing special about it. It's on my phone. I'm a fake YouTuber. That being said, for the little amount of work, the most amount of work I put into YouTube is thinking of a title, and if I do, create a thumbnail. And a lot of times I don't have nothing in my head and I don't want to mess with it. I just don't create a thumbnail. I just kind of go and look at, see what other people put in the titles, try to find a good tagline or something and go with it. And if I'm feeling a little creative, or just kind of want to get a slow start to whatever I'm doing, or slow down wherever I'm at, if it's midday, then I take the time out to create a thumbnail. So I'm not really putting any time into this, but yet I'm getting great results out, in my opinion. Helping people, you guys responding, commenting, liking, following, subscribing, and then the money. I mean, if I can get paid just to hit record more than I'm already getting paid by doing what I'm doing, then that's just a bonus, right? So that's the way I kind of look at it. So from now on, I'm the fake YouTuber. I got to make sure nobody's taking that name so I can take it. The fake YouTuber. All right. But so I was getting to a point. So yesterday I talked about how the watch hours is what means things. So I thought yesterday, due to the watch hours that I had the day before, that I would hit a little over $50. Why ain't that? It was just showing. Why is it not showing now? There we go. Had to refresh. That's weird. But it only made it up to $43 for 584 watch hours. So I guess that depends on what commercials or something. I'm not sure exactly what dictates that. So it's not an exact science. So yesterday my watch hours were only at 482 hours. So a little bit less, about 100 less. So my guess then would probably be about $30, $30 to $33 maybe. So for yesterday's videos. And then plus that's just that day. Then they go on over time and stack up to add to other days, So like the 482 may not just be the videos I put out yesterday. The videos I put out yesterday plus whatever somebody else watched yesterday, period, on the channel. So but that's my least of my concern. It's just why not get paid for what I do? So, and then try to have fun with it also, on top of everything else. So, the fake YouTuber. Prayers for your pup brother. I totally agree. The feedback system is a joke. I mean, the fact we can only leave positive feedback for customers shows they hate us. Keep crushing it. I have no problem with not leaving the negative feedback. The only problem I have is the scammers. They get to scam people 3 times before they're out. I mean, they get 3 strikes and you're out type of thing. So there should be at least an alert system somehow. Not necessarily negative feedback, but whether that's the number of returns that buyer has opened or whatever, which could be a red flag or something that would kind of be a red flag to show, hey, something's not quite right. But I don't know. Who knows? Who am I? I don't know. I think the algo is looking at your search as if you're a buyer and is serving items that you may be interested in. Oh, that was the glitch. No, it was an actual glitch. It was a huge problem. And it was fixed about 7 o'clock. But yeah, it was all over the message boards and everything. And something out of the norm. Prayers for Pee-wee. Precious, I'm so glad the seizures are under control. Yes. Here he comes. Oh, he's going to go in the stock room and lay down there. Oh, he's had me up for the last 3 hours, but now he's going to sleep. So I just go and keep him up. I've been up since 4, but I had a sinus headache. I forget, it's springtime. So my allergies are going to start messing up. And then also I was vacuumed yesterday. When I vacuum in the spring and summertime, I know to flood my nose with Flonase and take some ibuprofen. So I was up, woke up about 3 o'clock. Finally got out of bed about 4. Did the Flonase, took some ibuprofen, let them out. But I couldn't go back to sleep at that point. So I've been up since probably about 3. Awake since about 3. We got a long one here. A real long one. Ooh. James, as you seek content ideas to create more videos, I was watching another reseller who does shorts on TikTok and Instagram, and they said that when they do shorts on those platforms, the viewers leave a lot of anti-reselling comments on their posts that they're taking stuff away from the poor and the homeless. That's funny. When you thrift a thrift store and bins. These are people who are goody two-shoes who don't thrift, don't know anything about how the thrift store works. If the things are not bought within a thrift store in a certain time, they go someplace. Where do they go? Do they go to a dump? Do they go to a rag house? Do they get recycled somehow? Can you imagine someplace like the bins? The amount of stuff that just gets shipped out of there that people missed. How much good stuff probably gets missed and just gets destroyed or thrown to the dump or wherever. These people don't realize America is the biggest waste country in the world when it comes to consumables. There's plenty for everybody. And if you're homeless or you're poor, you're not trying to find the best item. You're trying to find something you like. You're not worried about what the value of it is online. And these people have no clue on how homeless or poor people think either, probably. I grew up with nothing. I didn't care if I liked a shirt. Ooh, now it's got Pac-Man on it. I'm taking that. That's mine. That's what they look for. It doesn't matter. And at that time, Pac-Man that was 80, probably 84, 85. Pac-Man shirts were a dime a dozen in retail stores, right? So at that time, it was basically like a current cartoon shirt today. Not this one, but you know what I mean. A current pop culture t-shirt at the time. So they're looking for stuff like that. They're not looking for a vintage piece because it's worth $50 and they're only selling it for $3. No. They're looking for the dollar shirt that is either comfortable, is okay, they like, or it looks warm. These people they live in another stratosphere than what poor and homeless people live, so they don't understand this circle and the cycle of consumables and even the thought process of people. So just don't pay attention to them. They're clueless, basically. They don't know how the system works. But let's see what else you got. It appears that a good swath in the general public has an extreme misunderstanding of what reselling is, that we actually rehome many items and otherwise would end up in landfills, and that thrift stores today aren't designed to sit around and hope that a poor person can come in and buy hundreds of dollars of clothes. Yeah, and most of the people, they go to those shelters and Salvation Armies and they're given clothes for free to wear. So, but at least the homeless one and the ones who reach out for help with when it comes to food. We got a Loaves and Fishes up the street. They hand out food like once a week. There's freaking cars parked there nicer than mine getting free food. Like, what's up with that bull crap? Okay, not nicer than my Porsche now, but nicer than the last car I had, the Jeep Patriot. I'm like, you got an SRT Challenger. What are you doing there getting free food, right? It's like, come on now. But that can happen. People can fall into hard times. And so I'm not judging. It's just a funny thought I come up with when I drive by. But it may only be a one-time thing. You never know. So thinking they may be good content to work in here and there in your shorter video things, so it doesn't go to the landfills and all that goes with it. Yeah, I thought about that too, because I thought about making a new logo for my store, because it's Redoption Agency, Vintage and Discontinued. Then I thought about putting like a reuse, rehome, readopt type of tagline on there. So I've actually been thinking about something like that lately. So I think it would be a good aspect to add to your shorts as opposed to the long format as you try to pull people in and maybe just give them a better understanding of how much stuff is actually burned or thrown into. That's true. Into the landfill. That there was a stop there, but it didn't stop. The landfill that us many resellers in North America and around the world cannot purchase and resell. The amount of stuff that you could get dumpster diving alone that 100% is going to the landfill is crazy. You can make a living on that stuff. So yeah, these people are just out of touch with a certain aspect of a way of life in this country, if you will. So 100% there, yeah. Just a suggestion, if you're trying to think of some new content to do shorter videos. Yeah, I put a couple of my videos into my short thing yesterday, but I haven't put up shorts in a while. James, larger store sales are often out of order. I've seen this regularly over the last year, at least, even on your account from my end. Yeah, it happens with you end and sell similar, and then you have multiples of things. That's when it shows out of order. But other than that, it's usually spot on. Supposed to be spot on anyway. I just started making reselling videos on YouTube. I guess I'm a fake reseller. Come on, guys. You can't handle a 3-hour video of me shopping. I know way too long. I'm confused here. I know way too long. Oh, I know way too long. Okay. I just started making reselling videos on YouTube. I guess I'm a fake reseller. Come on, guys. You can't handle a 3-hour video of me shopping. I know way too long. I guess that's me trying to be sarcastic since there's no 3-hour shopping videos. The guy you blocked is physically ill and a keyboard warrior. Yeah, there's one person who's definitely mentally challenged. They make a new account every time I block it, but yeah, it takes them, if they got time in their day to waste, then let them go. It only takes me a second to click block, so, and I read the comments anyway, so yeah. After that one dude crossed the line, which it may be the same person. No, it wasn't the same person. It was actually another person. The puppet pirate or whatever. That dude, he's not healthy in the membrane either. Right on, fight on, man. You just can't beat a guy that never gives up. Same, and I don't make videos yet. Sales have been bad for the last couple of weeks too. Not sure. Mine's been good for the last couple of weeks. Not sure why. Could be the downtime for whatever reason. No. My last 2 weeks have been actually the best this year. It's just those Thursdays are just knockout days. Now that I've learned that this morning. Sales been on fire all week on eBay. 300 plus a day with 5K listings. Nice. Heck yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Lots of listing. For sure, the grind never ends. Absolutely. And I think that's another thing with it. Just hit and record while I'm working. I mean, people can... A lot of the resellers who make content, they don't show what it takes to put in the work. And as a lot of you guys have said, that it kind of motivates you to do things, to get working, to play it and work along. And that's what it's basically for. And to show that it's not just an hour a day gig. You know, it's the longer you work, the more successful you're going to be. No matter if you do small sell-through stuff like I do, or you just go out and source all the high dollar sell-through, great sell-through rate stuff. No matter what your model is, the harder you work, the more successful you'll be. Let's get to shipping. Okay. Purchase shipping labels. All right. So first up, took an offer on this morning. I had this up years ago and it never sold. I even tried it at auction, didn't sell. At $9.99 and it didn't sell. So it's been put in storage. I put it up maybe 2 months ago and it finally sold. And that is a store display that I brought home when I worked in the music store. For Aerosmith, I don't want to miss a thing. Cassette singles went in here. CD singles went here. Finally sold. $30. Headed to Pennsylvania. So. I've got a lot of cardboard stuff in storage from when I worked in the music store, like big stand-ups. I probably have one of the original Toy Story stand-ups with Buzz and Woody on it. It's like this big. I wonder what that's going to be worth now. Like Jim Carrey movies, The Mask, Liar Liar, got big stand-ups for them. And I know I got others in there too, so. Got lots of that stuff. So yeah, I've talked about the auction thing before, but here lately I've been thinking, I'm like, man, I would really like to start doing auctions again on eBay. 10 to 20 items a week starting at $9.99. That'll give me an extra $400 to $800 a month just at starting bid, right? And start just auctioning off some of the higher dollar stuff in my store that's just been sitting there that never sold. But I'm afraid to do it because 2.5 years ago, everything was working perfectly fine on eBay for me. And I was doing auctions on that type of stuff, but I was also doing lot auctions. I'd put like 20 hats in a lot, 20 cassettes in a lot, 30 CDs in a lot, and maybe 30 DVDs in a lot. Start them at auction for $9.99. And I was doing that for about 2 months and had 100% sell-through rate on my auctions. Let me repeat that. I had 100% sell-through rate on my auctions, meaning every one of them sold for at least the minimum. And then a month changed, the first of the month. On month 3 of me doing this, I probably listed 20, 30 lots. Boop, boop, boop. 100% sell-through rate goes down to 0% sell-through rate. They didn't even get views on these auctions. I'm like, what's going on? What's the problem here? How do you go from 100% sell-through rate for 2 months to 0% sell-through rate and not even any lookers? That's when all the problems started on the website, the server errors, the server failures, all that stuff. So it coincided with the auctions not even getting views, coincided with the server errors and failures starting for me. And with what's been going on for the past year or 2 years, I'm afraid to put up auctions because I hear so many horror stories of people putting up auctions and they're getting no views or they're not selling. And or another one, a big one, is how there's problems with the clock and just different things within the auction format that people are actually losing bids and losing sales. People on the boards, I don't know how many times I've seen on the boards where people say that it's not allowing them to bid on an auction, and then just a whole bunch of negative auction stuff. So I'm afraid to start it again because of what's been going on with the website. He's gonna lay with Courtney. 16 by 10 by 7. Shake it off. Shake it off. Baby boy. Puppy, puppy. Puppy, puppy. All right, DB. Hi. You're almost done with your medicine, so I can get you on your scratchy meds soon. Maybe in about another 5 days, we can get you on your itchy meds, so you're not so scratchy. Yeah. Goofy. His tail is so fluffy and turns up. He walks around now and it walks with his tail up in the air. And then he's got all this fringe like coming off the back of it. When he's walking, it's like flowing in the wind. It's so majestic, if you will. Like Vern didn't have a tail like he's got. He's got this crazy, majestic tail. Look at you. Silly. Aw. Squishy face. All right, I got to work. I got to get this done. We got Indiana State hat. Headed to Michigan. Sold for $13.50. I got to get this stuff done. I got to put myself in a Friday headspace. I've been trying to, before, weekends mean nothing. I've never looked at this job that I have weekends, right? To me, every day is a Friday. That's the way I've always looked at it. But here lately, I've been trying to look at it since I've kind of a schedule. See that tail? Ain't that crazy? I've never seen a tail like that on a dog. It's almost like a peacock. Woo, sugar. You gotta go pee-pee? I gotta change that word because his name's Pee-wee. You gotta go outside? Or you just want belly rubs? Oh, you heard outside. Well, I'm not talking out the other side. I'm talking out the back where you just came in. All right, Todd. So yeah, I I got to get myself out of the mindset of the auction. But anyway, with the Friday thing. Oh, wait, we got a UK. And that's it. So we got one of these going to UK. So here lately, I've been trying to think on Fridays, do whatever you want, James. Just do whatever you want. It's the weekend. You don't have to ship tomorrow. You can list what you want, work how you want, etc., etc. Just try to enjoy the day. And what I'm basically doing is mentally setting myself up to, when the warm weather gets here, that I'll allow myself to take a break without feeling guilty. I can, on the weekends, contact a friend and say, hey, let's go on a little road trip. Or if Jan's off, say, hey, let's go to a flea market or whatever, you know. So that's what I'm mentally preparing myself for, so I don't feel guilty about not working. Perfect Beat Spring 1998 CD. I just put this up yesterday. Sold for $18, headed to Fresno, California. He's just laying right under me. Next up, we got Dang Trippers, Days Between Stations cassette tape. Sold for $6, headed to Iowa. Yesterday I ate some soup actually that's the only thing I ate all day was some soup, not counting like a cookie, a cupcake, 2 oranges, and some chocolate milk. So for me, that's a good day compared to what the crap that I normally eat. So I think I'm gonna go into like a soup mode and or SpaghettiOs and meatballs can mode, because this got some SpaghettiOs and meatballs have some decent nutritionist stuff in. I mean, compared to like the crap I eat, it's actually better for me than the crap when Popeye's chicken. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna go with canned goods for a while, soups and things like that. Just makes me feel a lot better. I don't feel bloated after I eat them and stuff, you know. So, until I can get, well, I'll do it when I'm out exercising too, but just a starter to get going, to really get going, making myself start, I don't want to say feeling better about myself, but just taking more pride in myself like I used to. But yes, don't have the, you know, the arrogance or the, you know, the asshole attitude behind it like I did when I was younger. Reacher. I guess it's from an Amazon show. Hat sold for $10, headed to Scottsdale, Arizona. Boom, boom, boom. Jason. Next up, we got Tommy James and the Chandels. Cassette tape sold for $9, headed to Virginia. Dr. James reporting for duty. Dr. James reporting for duty. He said duty. He said duty. Dun, 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 dun. Squeeze the glue. Get in there. Squeeze the glue. Boink. Boom, boom. That's going to be 3. JS. Set that like that so that glue can dry. Next up, Gloria Stefan. Can't Forget You cassette single. Sold for $7. Headed to Columbus, Indiana. Not Ohio. Why are you always chomping on the bottom of your foot? I never see nothing there. I'll have to bring that up to the vet in a couple of weeks when he goes back. See if that is significant. See if he sees something there I don't. I thought about the next postage hike. Next up, we got this Laguna Local 660 stocking cap. Sold for $11, headed to Rhode Island. I think like the next price hike on shipping, I mean, we have to do something, right? So I have to take advantage of my volume somehow. And so I try to do that with the free shipping when you buy 2 or more on the media. Only $5 shipping when you buy 2 or more on hats and t-shirts and lighter items. So I'm trying to get ahead of the curve and just, okay, what would be the next step I need to do? Because the post office is going to start, every year it pushes, I feel, more and more resellers / items off the internet back to mom and pop shops or standalone stores, brick and mortar. So I think my next step may just be like a $5 flat shipping on everything, no matter how many items you buy for the US, and then maybe like a 15 or 17 dollar on the international side, flat rate no matter how many you buy, and just still stay away from that lower dollar stuff. Just have it, you know, my lowest price is $9.95, not counting when it goes on sale. But then do I rethink the sale thing for like the 50% off the older stuff? Do I rethink that again and not have it go down that low? Just stop at like a 30% all the time, if you will, and then implement that $5 shipping flat period, no matter how many items you buy, 1 or 12. So I think that might be my next step. And then that I could plaster in every description and just put $5 flat shipping, US, no matter what you buy, how many you buy. $15, $17 international, no matter how many you buy. And see if I can work with that. See if it does anything. So that's my first thought. I mean, it's not a set in stone thing, but my thought is, would that get me more orders? You know? But it goes back to the thing too. If people don't know it, they're not going to know it. So it's not really going to help. And that's the biggest problem on eBay right now. Well, no, not the biggest problem on eBay right now. It is a big problem on eBay right now when it comes to So, not counting all the website issues. Correct that mistake, James. I wish that was the biggest issue on eBay right now. We'd all be sitting pretty. But then again, I'm already sitting pretty. Hey, baby, what's up? Don't mind me. Just... You are still chewing on that foot. Pee-wee. Hey, why are you chewing on it? Hey, holy crap. You got that? Is that broke? His little thing with on the inside nail, he's got it pushed back and he's just chewing away. Got it so red. The medicines he's on is supposed to be taking care of his skin, so I don't know why. That is your back left leg. You have to remember that. Your back left leg. And he's back on it. And then I got this one International. Pirate ship. Country Superstars. 8-track. Headed to the UK. Sold for $9.50. So $9.49 for 2. That was my stomach. 8-track tape. So it's $13 for a CD, cassette, or 8-track. I have to remember what a t-shirt and a hat costs. I want to say $15.99. I don't remember. Or is it about the same? Actually, it might be the same, actually. Yeah, I think it is the same, actually. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Add to my decision on the next postage hike. All right. Is that the only International I sold in the 24 hours? That it is. That was the only International item in the last 24 hours because of all those issues yesterday. How dare you? Robbing me of sales. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I am tired. And I'm off to the post office. So I will see everybody in the next video. Later.